Welcome to Resources for Solopreneurs. Today, we're diving into how AI can help you generate innovative content ideas using ChatGPT. Whether you're struggling with writer's block or just need fresh inspiration, this tool can be a game changer. As a solo entrepreneur, coming up with new and engaging content ideas can be challenging. You need fresh, relevant content to keep your audience engaged, but sometimes the ideas just don't flow.
That's where ChatGPT comes in. This AI tool can help you brainstorm content ideas quickly and efficiently. Let's see how it works. First, let's define the theme for your content. For example, let's say you run a blog about digital marketing. Give me 10 blog post ideas about digital marketing. So we see that ChatGPT has generated a list of ideas. Let's review a few of the suggestions that it gave. Top 10 digital marketing trends for 2024. And so it gives a bullet about the specifics. Well, not specifics, just one level down. It explains that that would be exploring the latest trends in digital marketing and how businesses can leverage them to stay ahead. Let's see. And I I will mention something though. I'm using ChatGPT 4.40, but I'm also using a temporary chat. I use the memory extensively, so I didn't want to add any of this exercise into my memory. I mean, you can always go back and erase it, delete it out, but I wanted to not even put it in there. So that's why you see up here it's a temporary chat. Okay, let's go back to the list and see what else ChatGPT has given. The Ultimate Guide to SEO in 2024. So it looks like they're really focusing on 2024. And that probably means that they're trying to make sure it's current. Social media marketing, building a strong online presence, which would offer tips and strategies for using social media platforms effectively to build brand awareness and connect with customers. How to measure and optimize your digital marketing ROI, the power of influencer marketing in 2024. And then the last one here is navigating the challenges of digital advertising. Discuss common challenges in digital advertising, such as ad fraud and privacy concerns, and offer solutions to overcome them. So, what I generally do after I get a list of suggestions, I choose, it depends on what I'm doing. I'll choose anywhere between five to just one to go deeper into. And it also depends on which level we're starting at. So even though we said digital marketing, that's still a fairly broad topic. As you can see, you have advertising, video marketing, influencer marketing. Those are all still very, very broad. So for me, if I start that broad, then I would probably only choose one and ask for specifics. And so let's see. Um, I generally go for, I'm more comfortable with social media marketing, so I'd probably go with number five. So where it says social media marketing, building a strong online presence, offers tips and strategies for using social media platforms effectively to build brand awareness, connect with customers. And I probably actually just read that to you because that's where I go. And and that's okay, right? We are using ChatGPT to help us brainstorm, but by no means does that mean that you don't come into the whole process with your own ideas, with your own voice, with your own leaning. So I come into digital marketing with the more along the lines of social media. So of course, out of the 10, the one I'm going to go to, even without even thinking about it, is the social media marketing. So I would, unless there's something, a reason why I don't want to um, get deeper on social media marketing, I would just go with that because that's where I tend to go. Okay, so what I'd like to do is I usually copy. I copy and paste. So I'll just copy this and I'll say, I, I don't know if it's necessary or not. I do often try to be polite. Please give me a unique angle to let's see what it gives us. Unique angle. Focus on the importance of fostering a sense of community and genuine engagement in social media platforms to build a strong online presence. Instead of just pushing out content, highlight strategies for creating meaningful interactions, nurturing loyal followers, and encouraging user generated content. Okay, before I go on, what I see in that first paragraph is still very broad. So, what I would probably do if I was really writing a blog post on digital marketing, um, I would probably go for this here, nurturing loyal followers. Let's keep reading, but that's where my first thought goes. Okay, so and this is what you'll notice if you've used ChatGPT before and compared to now, you'll probably notice, at least I've noticed, that when you ask it to provide some kind of data, now it's more than likely going to give you what you asked for and then what it thinks you're going to be asking for. So in the past, what you would have to do is after you say, give me a unique slant or unique angle to that topic, and it would have probably just given this, and then you have to say, okay, give me an outline for it. So nowadays, what it does is it thinks ahead and it gives you the outline straight ahead. I, in a lot of ways, I don't like that. And so when I remember, I will say in my prompt, just give me that because, and you can see why, because right here it's giving me an outline based on this paragraph on this angle here, but I only want to focus on this, right? Looking at that, I only want to focus on nurturing loyal followers. So now he's giving me all of this other stuff that I don't need. So now I'm going to have to go back, but we can go through it and look at it. Introduction, understanding user community engagement, building your brand's community, leveraging social media groups and forums, collaborating with influencers or brand advocates, measuring the impact, case studies, conclusion. Does it even talk about followers? Maybe in a community? Create a welcoming, inclusive environment. And so for me, um, I still think all this is way, 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 way too broad for a blog post. Now, if you are creating like an overview blog post, that makes sense. Or if you plan on creating a very long blog post, that makes sense. So what I would do now, um, so here, and and the way I think of ChatGPT is that it really is a chat. So I do speak to it, text to it, communicate with it as if we're chatting. So I would copy that and say, thanks. This coloring is throwing me off the black background. Or maybe I'm just a bad typist, who knows? Thanks. I prefer to focus on, no, I don't think you need to put quotation marks, but I do just to kind of make sure it's clear. But even when I don't, it knows. Thanks. I prefer to focus on nurturing loyal followers for my blog post. And so here's where you would give it more directions. So if I just put the period here, it's going to do whatever it wants to do. Now, if I want to give it a little bit more defined parameters, this is when you would do it. Um, so that you don't have to keep going back and forth. So I want to create a blog post. Um, so here I can say, I prefer to focus on nurturing loyal followers for my blog post. Please give me a succinct outline. Let's see what it does. Introduction, brief overview of the importance of loyal followers, understanding of definition, impact of creating valuable, consistent content, build authentic relationships, encouraging user-generated content, providing exclusive offers and insights, utilizing feedback for improvement, monitoring and analyzing engagement, case studies, inclusion. Okay, and so you can see by just focus on that one piece of this this angle, you still have a lot of information that you can talk to for a blog post, right? And I think that's what folks often get wrong is they go with exactly what ChatGPT gives back. But like we were saying at the beginning, when you go into it, the idea is to bring yourself, your thoughts, and also your objective, right? If I know that for my blog post, I like to go a little deeper on fairly specific topics or subtopics, then I know that as soon as it gives me something really broad for the outline, that's not going to work for me, and I'm going to go and I'm going to hone in on a piece of it. And hopefully that makes sense. And what we see a lot of times when you see a very generic content out there, quote unquote, I think that's one of the things that you see. You see extremely broad, just very bland content. And you also see, and I don't think we're going to do this today, but you'll also see um, weird words, right? Like I saw a meme the other day, and it said something. Well, it wasn't a meme; it was just a post. It said something like, if you see a content that starts with elevate, then it's probably written by AI. Another thing that it does is when it's trying to create a friendly post, and not here, but it could be like an email or whatever, it'll say, hope you're doing well. And some people do talk like that. I do talk like that in certain situations, but I talk like that with folks that I know, not necessarily, generally speaking, when I'm sending it out to more than one people, more than one person. So maybe take a look when you see content, written content, even when you're listening to videos and stuff, because a lot of folks are using ChatGPT and other AI tools to create the scripts for video. just say, okay, that doesn't sound very natural, or that's way, way broad. And it's probably written by AI. Okay, so I think this is where we should end for today. So the whole idea was to talk about how um, we can use AI. Specifically, we use ChatGPT today to brainstorm content ideas. Going into it, I knew that I wanted to make a blog post. I knew I wanted to make a blog post about digital marketing, right? And at the beginning, it gave me very different types of suggestions. I narrowed it down to social media marketing, asked for a unique angle. I'm not sure if that really was a unique angle, but then I narrowed that down to nurturing of loyal followers, and then it gave me an outline. So there you have it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, leave a comment below with your favorite content idea. See you in the next video.